So, Kevin, how do you like this seat?
I love this seat.
So it's
Can I sit in it?
Yeah, go ahead. So it's 1996. Eddie Murray comes up. Yeah, pretend it's 1996.
Okay,
You're sitting here.
Yes.
Eddie Murray comes up. It was a rain-delayed game. Not a lot of fans here. He comes up to bat. He's got 3,000 hits and 499 home runs. Boom! He hits his 500th, and it lands right here.
Right here.
You got the ball. What are you going to do with it? What would you do with the ball?
I'm going to Disney World.
You're going to Disney World?
Yes.
Well, guess what the guy did that caught the ball that night? Took it up to a hotel owner, sold it for $500,000. So he went to Disney World probably.
He bought a condo in the middle of the Magic Kingdom is what he did. He bought Cinderella's castle.
So do you know what made Eddie's ball so valuable?
Other than the fact that it was his 500th home run, that's a big round number.
Yeah, but how many other guys before him had done that?
22.
The number is 2, not 22. Only Willie Mays and Hank Aaron had done it before him.
Had done what?
500 home runs and 3,000 hits.
Oh, and 3,000 hits.
So that made him
gosh.
an exclusive company.
Is that right?
So that's why the ball was worth so much.
Wow.
Now, there is another orange seat in the ballpark.
Okay.
A little bit hard to see from here, but if you look above the State Farm sign, the lower bullpen area,
Right there, I see that.
that's our hometown hero's home run landed there. Now, who's our hometown hero here in Baltimore?
That's got to be Cal.
You got it, yeah. Cal Ripken Jr. That's where he hit his 278th home run as a shortstop. Broke the record then held by Ernie Banks for many years. Mr. Cub, they used to call it. When Cal did that, he held the record for most home runs by a shortstop. Now, Cal went on to hit 345 as a shortstop. Then he was moved to third base. We thought that record was pretty safe. Well, another guy came along. You might have heard of him. He started out in Seattle. Then he went to Texas. Then he went to the Yankees, and they moved him to third place because they already had Jeter. We're talking about Alex Rodriguez, and he's one behind Cal. So right now, Cal is number 1, and A-Rod is number 2 in most home runs by shortstop.
How about that?
Isn't that cool?
I thought A-Rod would come out of retirement to try to hit 2 more home runs just to try to break it.
Well, what I always heard was A-Rod considered Cal his idol, and he always had a lot of respect for Cal, so he probably didn't want to do anything like that.
That makes sense. Like in the 2001 All-Star game when A-Rod moved to third and then moved Cal to short to start the game.
Yep, exactly right.
Now, these orange seats, these 2 special orange seats, you get the Eddie seat and the Cal seat. Are these sold as regular seats?
Yep, people.
Are these more popular than other seats?
No, people don't even know they're getting them sometimes. They might just come down the aisle and say, oh, I got the orange seat, cool. And some of them don't even know what it represents. So, you know, it's just one of those seats that there's no special price, there's no special, you know, you come and you sit in it and you're there.
All right. You guys should charge extra for that.
Yeah.
Orange premium pricing.
All right, Kevin. Here's an interesting piece of the ballpark.
Yes.
When Memorial Stadium was torn down, they always bring something from the old to the new. So they were able to save the old foul poles, and they incorporated right into our design here. They fit perfectly. So this is the original foul pole from Memorial Stadium, 1954, as well as the left field foul pole is. So there's a lot of history there. There's a lot of dings on them. We tell people to rub the pole when they walk by. We get a little bit of good luck from Memorial Stadium. You know, we had 3 World Series championships there.
Indeed.
So, Kevin, let me give you the story behind the naming of the umpire's locker room. Ernie Tyler is a legend in the Oriole organization. He was the umpire's assistant for 48 years. Now, he has a consecutive game streak that goes way beyond Cal's. 3,819 consecutive games. Not many people know that unless you take the tour. So
I never knew that. I never heard of Ernie Tyler.
Yeah, he's a legend in Oriole history.
Should put 3819 on the warehouse.
There you go. Now, you know how his streak stopped at that number?
I don't.
He was invited to go to Cal's induction ceremony. Cal thought the world of the man, so he invited him to come up and see his induction ceremony. So that's how his number stopped. He came back and started another small streak, and then sadly he passed away, and they named the room after him.
So Ernie Tyler's consecutive games streak stopped so he could attend the ceremony of the man with the longest consecutive game streak in baseball.
Exactly.
That is some poetic justice right there.
Exactly right.
All right, I have a game to prepare for. Unfortunately, I have to leave this tour. It's been wonderful. So is there anything I'm missing before we wrap this up?
One more thing. Just look at the warehouse from here, the focal point of the ballpark. what a beautiful structure. Imagine what it would be if it wasn't there. And there's a lot of history that surrounds the warehouse. In front of it is the train station that was built in 1857. And a lot of famous presidents would switch trains there and go on down to D.C. because this was the railroad hub of the Mid-Atlantic area. And Abraham Lincoln was in that train station at least 3 times we know it. First, when he was inaugurated. Second, he stopped and switched trains there to go out and deliver the Gettysburg Address. Unfortunately, the third time, it was his funeral procession that came through there. So that's out down to the north end of the warehouse, and there's a lot of history in this area.
That's beautiful. I've had a lovely time. Thank you so much, Mike.
Well, I've enjoyed giving you the tour.
This has been great. I would encourage fans to take it. Can they go on the tour?
Yes, come out and enjoy the tour anytime.
Can I join?
Yes, come on, you're welcome anytime.
I think I'm ready to be a co-host on the tour.
Come on anytime. You are welcome.
Let's do it. That's Mike Trott. He's not Mike Trout. I'm Kevin Brown, but not that one. This has been the Camden Yards Tour. Go on it.